Hey everyone, welcome back to another Crypto Unplugged YouTube video. It's Doc here, and if this is your first time watching our channel, both Oz and I have been talking about crypto, altcoins, technical analysis, and everything else for quite a while. And today we're going to be revealing some of the most undervalued secret TA indicators that will take your charting skills to the next level. You'll be able to navigate the crypto space better, read charts like a pro, and time your entries and take profits without second guessing. Before we start, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and keep the bell notifications on. Now, Oz, before we get into the technical indicators, let's start off with giving a bit of an overview with the Bitcoin chart, because the CPI figures are in, and there's a bit of volatility in the space the last few hours. So give our viewers a bit of an update before we get into these secret indicators.
Yeah, no worries, Doc. So, hopefully the bears are recovering after the move we just had recently. But yeah, like I gave in the update in the Telegram group, I drew a range profile on the Bitcoin chart, and we had this first, obviously, deviation. I'll just explain. We had the deviation going out of the range. And then as we come back into the range, we had now this deviation outside the range, and this was the level I was looking for, around 89,000. That was my first level. And then we had another level around 87,000, which lined up with the 382 wave 4 Fibonacci extension or retracement level. So I was always looking for a bounce in between, in this sort of level. And now what you can see where we are currently, back into the range, and we're testing the value area high. So this will be some resistance at the moment. And just going back to my, obviously to the last YouTube update, I think I done it maybe a week or two ago. We were looking for that wave 4 bottom, which I think is a good chance that the wave 4 bottom is in now. It's been around, I said it's around 30 days, the correction. I think this correction has now lasted around 27 or 28 days. So it's kind of coming into that time element as well, where we're looking for reversal. So what I would be saying right now is, once you clear the 102,000 area, this level, I would probably be more certain that the bottom is in for wave 4, and we're going into this final wave 5, in my opinion, for Bitcoin, that will set the all-time highs for this bull market. So so right now we just have to obviously look at, maybe this is the wave 1 going up, probably have a wave 2 pullback. So once this move finishes, whether it finishes here or maybe a bit more, 102k or just a bit above, we'll probably get a wave 2 pullback, and then you'll get that wave 3 of 3 in the 5, which will be a very, very big wave. You don't want to be missing that one for Bitcoin or for altcoins in that, to that effect. So yeah, we just have to monitor price action at the moment. It's currently looking bullish. Probably, we have a level here. If I go back to the other chart, we'll show you on the weekly where we are. Have a level here at around 99,000, which we're currently not facing resistance, but we're currently at. Last time it was a resistance, so we get over that will be a good indication. And finally breaking above the 102 wick here, you can see will definitely confirm that new all-time highs are coming. I'm not personally, like I've always said, if you read my Twitter updates for the past week or 2 weeks, you'll know that I haven't been bearish on this retracement. I'm just looking at this as a wave 4, and then having now potentially starting the wave 5, which could take us to 120,000 above. You got my targets on Twitter for the wave 5, so coming into that, we'll be looking exactly where we'll be going. But just take each day as it comes. Obviously we've had bullish CPI today, so that's obviously that's given confidence in the markets. But at the end of the day, we've always had this correction. I think I posted on Telegram. Posted on Telegram when we were on on the 20th of December, which was around here, that this correction now is going to last up to 30 days. From the top. So that was the wave 3 top, in my opinion. So we've had almost 30 days of this correction. So it's looking like a good time for a reversal to the upside. So probably just look out for the wave 2 pullback. Similar, I'll give you an example how we could have similar situation where we have the wave 1, 2, and then you have the really bullish 3, 4, and then you have the final 5th that we had that took us, back in, this time last year, it took us from 38,000 to 74,000. So you can see how strong the moves can be. We're probably in the wave one now. We'll probably get that wave two pullback, and we'll go get into the 3 of 3. Another thing, obviously, we want to be looking at here is the open for January, where we're above it. We're above the Jan open now. It doesn't really make a difference in January, but as long as this level is held, which is 93,442, it will be a bullish year, in my opinion. As soon as if you're above this level, generally you're going to get a bullish year. So yeah, I'm not really concerned with Bitcoin. I know there's a lot of bears out there talking about this head and shoulders pattern, which was which is quite a meme to me, because this head and shoulders pattern actually has just gone wrong now, because it's might be another head and shoulders after that as well, and then they'll say there's another one and another one. But there's key things to look at for a head and shoulders pattern, and this for me isn't one. Isn't one that you would be looking at for a breakdown, put it that way. But anyway, this is just my quick update for Bitcoin, and we're just looking for the wave one to complete, and then looking for that wave two pullback going into that big third. So bullish on Bitcoin. Top is not in yet, and don't worry about it too much.
Okay, viewers, now we're going to be revealing what you came here for, which are the secret indicators that will help you go on the next level when it comes to reading the charts better and understanding how to trade better. Now, Oz, regarding secret indicator number 1, which is the spent output profit ratio, SOPR. So what is it, first of all, for our viewers, and why you think it helps you?
Yeah, so I will go to this one first, and I've tweeted this on numerous times on X, which is the SOPR, right? So this is basically telling you when coins are being moved on chain. So these are on chain indicators. They're not going to tell you exactly where the top and the bottom are, but they're going to give you big clues as to what's going to happen next. So when coins are moved on chain, generally we'll assume in this indicator that they're being moved to exchanges to be sold. So that's the kind of assumption that we're making once this is happening. So as you can see, if we go back to the last cycle's indicator here, so you can see as Bitcoin was getting up to that 40,000 range, a lot of coins were being moved to exchange, and obviously you assume when they go to exchange they're going to be sold. They're not going for any other reason apart from being sold. People don't hold large amounts of Bitcoin on exchanges unless they're going to be sold. And as we had here, we had that 30% correction down, which they were sold. And what the first time it flashes, normally it generally means that there's going to be one more push up before we have a basically a bear market or a large correction, you could say. So, and the next time Bitcoin made its all-time high, which was around April of 2021, there wasn't as many coins going to exchanges, and you might think that's bullish, but probably because a lot of them were sold anyway earlier on, so there wasn't that many. It created divergence between price and the SOPR, which kind of gave the fact that there's less coins being sold. Majority were sold there. Price has gone up, but the SOPR is making a divergence. So again, that could have been a real indication that Bitcoin's going to start basically correcting heavily. And even in the final top that happened later on, it was even lower than before. And once it goes below the midpoint, then you're actually really in trouble, and you should be getting out of the market. So there's a couple of indications here. You can see when Bitcoin is starting to overheat, when it's time to get out of the market. Now, if we go to this cycle, what we had earlier on in March, we had it nearly hitting the 1, but not quite. But you can see that a lot of Bitcoin was going to the exchanges, being sold. But the key one, and I highlight this to the members in the group, was the one that happened on the 18th of November. And I thought after this, we probably get a little bit more of a push up, and then we'll get that, correction, which we did. So we got that correction from $107,000 all the way down to 89. And now what I'm assuming and what I think will happen is that we're going to get another push up. Okay. And as Bitcoin rallies as well, I don't know if we're going to get another hit to the, to the top of this area. It could happen. Okay. But I think that next top it hits, it will be a major top. or a major correction anyway, you're going to get one of the two. Either you're going to get a major correction of like 30%, maybe even more 40%, and then you might get another slight top like we did here, or you just might get the bear market. So obviously there's a lot of things you have to consider, but I think this is the first sign that this cycle is coming to an end. And when I mean coming to an end, I don't mean coming to an end next, tomorrow or the day after. It could take some months for this to happen, because it doesn't obviously happen. This is a weekly chart, remember. I only use this on the weekly chart. So the next time I think this is going to go up, there will be, first of all, the first thing you have to look at is price making new highs, and this one maybe not making a new high, but or making a double top. So this is a really good indicator to spot tops and also even bottoms. When it comes down to the lower ranges, you can see the lower ranges. This was 0.97, down here was 0.96, so very similar. You get the bottoming phases of the market. So this is a very good indicator to use for spotting tops and bottoms. But for me, the top for this, you can see in every cycle, after the first one, you always have a second one. Okay, the first one, the second one, and I'm waiting for that second one right now.
Okay, viewers, before we reveal indicator 2, secret indicator 2, just check out this short video. Don't let this opportunity slip you by. For less than 65 cents a day, that's the cost of a Snickers bar, you can unlock the ultimate crypto edge with Alpha Insider at the Markets Unplugged. So why join the Alpha Insider? Because you've got Crypto Daily Alpha newsletter, your one-stop resource for the latest news, regulation updates, insights, airdrops, token unlocks, and much more to keep you informed always. Plus, every weekday you've got the Market Daily Alpha packed with daily TA on Bitcoin and altcoins, plus weekly and monthly levels to ensure you're never sidelined or caught mid-cycle. You've got our DCA strategy table that includes more than 25 altcoins with 3 DCA in levels for perfect entry points, plus 3 DCA out levels to take profits strategically to avoid round-tripping your gains back to zero and watch your wallet grow and make sure you stay that way. Plus, you've got access to our exclusive Telegram community to join like-minded people from the Crypto and Markets Unplugged community, and you'll have access to exclusive altcoin charts, vote on the DCA altcoin picks, and ask questions about TA, fib levels, and more. So why wait? Protect your portfolio, maximize your crypto gains this bull cycle with realistic profit strategies. The clock is ticking. This is your last chance to grab the Alpha Insider at an unbeatable price. Click the link below and start your journey with confidence and make this bull cycle count. Oz, second indicator that you would say that is hugely undervalued and would be a bit of your secret when it comes to looking at the charts is the fuel multiple. So again, explain to the viewers what this is and why you think it's important with giving us a bit of a demonstration.
Yeah, again, this is similar to the SOPR in terms of on-chain indicators. Normally, this is done on the hash rates and the hash power. And normally, what you find is, you have the top at around 3, the bottom at 0.5, and this is very good at spotting bottoms and tops in all markets, right? You can go back to 2018. You can go all the way back to the beginning of the cycle. Sorry, and once you come down to the bottom, it's a really good accumulation zones, as we see in all markets. The only thing I would say about this market and right now is that this is very low, compared to where it was and in previous markets. So I think we're around here personally, right, for the pure around here. So I don't think I'm not sure actually if this is going to go right to the top to suggest a selling area, but this is something to keep an eye on. I like the SOPR more than the pure, especially in this market. Although it did really catch the bottom of the market, as you can see here, caught all the accumulation area of 15,000 all the way 18 all the way down to 15. So it has been working, but what I would say is that maybe use this point as a reference, which is 2.0, around 2. So if the next top gets to around here, 2, and this SOPR is causing a divergence as well, maybe it's a really good time to take profits. So this is what I would say. So what I would do with this indicator, even though the 3 is normally the top, because we have a reference now here, what I would do is just put a line here just to see now as Bitcoin rises, what will happen. Will this be the new top for Bitcoin as the SOPR makes a divergence with price going higher, or will it hit the 3 like it has in all markets before? So this is something that you have to be very, when you're analyzing charts, you can't just be very robotic and standard about what's happened before. You have to try to think out of the box and look at the cycle, because every cycle is kind of new. Every cycle follows its own patterns. It's not just about following what happened before and what happened before. Yeah, they'll be similar, they'll be sort of rhyming in terms of price action and time, but also you have to kind of think out of the box and analyze what could be happening in this cycle. So keep an eye on that as well. These would be 2 levels I'm looking at for the Pure. Would be a 2 and would be around 3, but I would always use it in conjunction with the SOPR.
Okay, viewers, as a bonus tip, we're going to be giving you a third indicator, which is the COT, commitment of traders indicator as well. And this one is overlooked as well, where institutional positions in the futures market are. So give us an overview of this.
Yeah, so this is basically like one of the indicators that not many people use at all. I use a lot of the data for the CME futures to see where they are, where they're positioned, basically where are the traders positioned. So as you can see, once we come down to the below the 25, the 19% range, these are normally good in terms of accumulation zones. Once we get to the top, that's not this area, it's not the top of the rally, as you can see, but what you can say is people are very much bullish. And once you start seeing divergences in the COT, then that's when profits are being taken, and that's happened in all of the rallies so far. If we look at the last major rally, we had the double bottom for the traders index here, and then what you had is you had price going up, and then finally you had a divergence starting from around here to that final 5th wave. And if you add Elliott wave into this as well, this was wave 3, that was going into the 4th, and that was like the 5th. And then you had a nice long correction. You had the double bottom again, and then you had us going up again. Similarly in the rally here, you had the divergence going all the way down until the end, telling you prices are overextended. We've had the bottom now. Maybe we'll have another double bottom. It will go up and come down, or maybe we'll go straight back up, and then that will be the 5th wave. So this is actually a good indicator to tell you where the the commitment of traders, where the CME, where on the futures market, where they're positioned. And obviously, are they short, are they long? So when a lot of people are short, that's when you start accumulating. When a lot of people are long, then you start thinking about when you want to take your profits. So this is another indicator that I would just keep your eye on. You don't have, obviously this is not for leverage trading and getting in and out of the market. There's more specific tools I use for if you want to look at exact levels, but this is more of you can look at where the sentiment is, I would say. So sentiment's been very bad in this last few weeks, as you can see by the institute, in the COT index as well. In the red, people have been screaming for lower prices all the way down to 70,000, but I don't think that's happening. But again, look at this indicator, maybe you'll find some uses for it as well.
Now viewers, if you're not already aware, we have our premium content where our members have access to more detailed videos. In today's members video, we're going to be going deeper into the Bitcoin market analysis. We'll also cover the others chart, plus answering questions from our community with Elliott wave and timing analysis, the prediction of metrics from the trending sectors as well. Please do like, subscribe, keep that bell icon on, and see you guys in the next video.